Hello grade 2. I welcome you to the class of Social Studies, and today we are going to learn about world regions. Our objectives for today are to identify the cardinal directions, to recognize hemispheres, the equator and poles on a map. Let's unlock the vocabulary words. I want you to repeat each word after me. The first one is cardinal directions. Can you repeat after me? Cardinal directions. Very good. The next one is equator. Equator. Followed by hemisphere. Can you say it loud? Hemisphere. And the last one is pole. Pole. So we will try and learn what each of these words mean. So, what is cardinal direction? Cardinal directions are the four main points of a compass: north, south, east and west, which are also known by the first letters, which is N, S, E and W. Have a look at this. Some of you may have seen a compass rose. In the olden days, when travelers used to lose their way, they used to look for this one and find out whether they are heading north, east, south or west. More about cardinal directions. So, the easy way to remember where to place north, east, south and west is to look at this naughty elephant. As you can see, naughty elephants squirt water, and N, E, S and W are in red. So, we will try to remember that north is placed up. To the right is elephants. So, E for elephants and E for east. Squirt or splash, which is S, stands for south and which is right below. And lastly, water, which is to the left, and west is to the left. So this is how we will try and remember which side is north and which side is south, east and west. So north and south are opposite to each other. So north is on top. When you write north on top, you will write south below. And then elephants, which is east, you write it to the right, and to the opposite of east is west. That's also another way, easy way of remembering it. Our next vocabulary word for today is equator. An imaginary line that divides Earth into northern and southern halves is known as an equator. Please children, I want to emphasize on the fact that it is an imaginary line. Okay, there is no real line there. It's an imaginary line. It's a make-believe line. Next, we will move to hemisphere. Hemisphere means the half of the earth. Okay, I want to also emphasize here that the top part is called the northern hemisphere and the half which is below is called the southern hemisphere. Poles. A point on earth farthest from the equator is known as a pole. So the top part again is known as the north pole, and the pole below, which is the opposite of north, is called the south pole. So let's recap children. We learnt 4 things today: cardinal directions, equator, pole and hemisphere. I want you to open page 18 and we will solve this page together in class, or you can do it at home with your pencils. Now tell me what it is. It says label the parts of a globe, right? So what is the top part of the globe called? Who can tell me? It's the North Pole. Very good. Now, if the top part is called the North Pole, what is the part right below called? It's called the South Pole. Very good. Okay. What about the hemispheres? What is the hemisphere on top called? It's called the Northern Hemisphere, and the hemisphere below is called the Southern Hemisphere. And again, the imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal halves is known as the equator. Please write this neatly in your books, page number 18. You can pause the screen and you can copy this down. I will correct it when you come to class. I hope the lesson was clear to you, children.